well into that routine now, aren't we? We also ask that family groups sit together and distance themselves from other groups as much as possible. At the conclusion of the contest, we ask that all spectators exit the venue quickly, as we wish to avoid clustering of groups. Plan to meet with the athletes at home or another location. We here at Crete Public Schools greatly appreciate your cooperation in our efforts to conduct a safe event and minimize the risk of spreading COVID-19 so we can continue our season with spectators present. Thank you. At this time, I would invite the parents of our senior members tonight to start gathering at the north end of the football stadium towards the scoreboard. And we will have the senior introductions at about 6:40. So if you could make your way down there right now, parents again of the seniors, I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, we would like to remind the parents of tonight's seniors, we want to honor our seniors tonight. If you haven't already done so, make your way over to the north end of the field so we can get started with tonight's activities. Thank you. Again, parents of Crete seniors, please make your way down to the north end of the football field, and you'll see the athletic director, a group of parents down there, and we'll get going. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to our first home football game of the 2020 season. As is tradition, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize all the parents and athletes who have invested a great deal of time and hard work into our football program. At this time, we would like to give special recognition to our senior players and their parents, as the senior players prepare to represent the Crete Cardinal football team in the 2020 football season. Number 10, Jacob Kreiser. Jacob is the son of Sarah and Edward Kreiser. He enjoys hanging out with friends. Jacob is a 3-time track letter winner and a 2-time football letter winner. Number 55, Sergio Silvera. Sergio is the son of Sergio Silvera and accompanied by Elma Vadeo. He enjoys his family's Mexican bingo nights as well as working out. He has lettered in football 2 times, has been on the honor roll, and is a 3-sport athletic award winner. He is also involved in FBLA, Red Act, musical, and FCA. A message Sergio would like to pass on is, enjoy the game while you can, because time goes by fast and you don't know when your last step will be. Number 58, Henry Vicente Perez. Henry is the son of Alba Perez. He enjoys playing soccer, working out, and hanging out with friends. He is also a member of the Crete soccer team. Henry believes that words don't hurt, only real pain does. Number 60, Ari Perez Vicente. Ari is the son of Norma Lopez and Florentine Perez. He enjoys fishing and working out and is a member of the Crete soccer team. Ari's message is, you got what it takes, but it will take everything you got. Number 70, Brian Ornelas. Brian is the son of Mariano Ornelas. He enjoys spending time with his family and lifting weights. In addition to football, Brian is involved in mixed choir. He believes that motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it. Number 75, Kennedy Vincente. Kennedy is the son of Adelaide Vasquez and Bonifacio Vincente. He enjoys working out and playing sports. Kennedy is a three-sport athlete, participating in wrestling and soccer, as well as football. Number 77, Austin Lorenz. Austin is the son of Brian and Debbie Lorenz. He enjoys working on cars and hunting in addition to football. Austin is involved with FFA and trap shooting. Number 78, Jason Uden. Jason is the son of Tom and Angie Uden. Powerlifting, hunting, and fishing are hobbies of Jason. He has learned in football 3 times in the state qualifier and livestock judging. In addition to football, Jason is involved in FFA. Jason believes you should keep everyone's heart in your minds before yourself, no matter who you are. He is also grateful for the amazing experience he has had since coming to Crete. Ladies and gentlemen, please have one more round of applause for our 2020 Crete Cardinals senior football players in the park. Thank you for all that you have done, and we wish you the best in the future. Just a brief announcement before we get to our starting lineups. We would like to remind you that the wearing of face coverings is required at all Crete public school events. We also ask that family groups set together and distance themselves from other groups as much as possible. At the conclusion of the contest, we ask that all spectators exit the venue quickly, as we wish to avoid clustering of groups. Glad to meet with the athletes at home or at their location. Thank you so much. We here at Crete Public Schools greatly appreciate your cooperation in our efforts to conduct a safe event and minimize the risks of spreading COVID-19 so we can continue with our season with spectators present. Thank you and go football. Just a reminder, our concession stand is open tonight. Under, of course, a little different operation. They will handing out only pre-packaged food and pre-packaged drinks, if there's such a thing, such as soft drinks, water, that type of thing. No open coffee containers, anything like that. But they are in business over here on the south end of the field in the tan shack. So if you have a need to get something to drink or a prepackaged snack, please visit our concession stand. Thank you. again, we welcome you to Doane University out Papik Field for tonight's opening matchup for these ball clubs. At this point in time, we'd like to do a quick lineup check first for the Dukes from York on defense. Number 7, a senior, Jacob Irwin. Number 14, a senior, at linebacker, Chase Scott. Number 17, a senior, at linebacker, Ty Bartholomew. Number 36, at linebacker, a junior, Marley Jensen. Defensive back, a senior, number 44, Wyatt Collingham. And the defensive line, number 50, a senior, Quentin Hale. Also on the defensive line, a senior, number 77, Joshua Sadoff. Number 79, a senior in the defensive line, Calvin Price. At DB, a senior, number 82, Thomas Ivy. Number 85, a sophomore defensive back, Austin Finney. And number 88, a senior defensive back, Cooper Cook. The York Dukes are coached by Glenn Snodgrass. Now the starting lineup for your homestanding Cardinals. First on offense, number 2, a junior, Brayton Schmecketer. At running back, a junior, number 8, Isaac Kretzel. Number 10, a senior, Jacob Kreiser. Number 14, a junior, Clayton Sears. Number 21, a junior, Jacob Fugit. Number 34, a sophomore, Braden Seidig. Number 50, a junior, Trevor Reha. Number 55, a senior, Sergio Silvera. Number 64, junior, Brian Banos. Number 75, a senior, Kennedy Vincente. And number 76, a junior, Connor Lighting. Now for your defensive starter, number 2, Brandon Schmecketer. Number 8, Isaac Kretzel. Number 10, Jacob Kreiser. Number 13, a sophomore, Tad Tebrick. Number 21, Jacob Fugit. Number 44, a sophomore, Brayton Zybig. Number 54, a sophomore, Luis Garcia. Number 55, a senior, Sergio Silvera. Number 64, Brian Banos. Number 76, a junior, Connor Lighting. And number 78, a senior, Jason Uden. The Cardinals are coached by Mike Newmeyer. By correction, Mark Newmeyer. We'll blame that on the unusual circumstances. Mark, my apologies. Mark Newmeyer, head coach for the Cardinals. And just a reminder, due to COVID-19, the team will not be coming in on their normal approach on the runway. You can welcome them here shortly. But at this time, I would like, ladies and gentlemen, you're invited to please stand, gentlemen, move your hat. As the Crete High Pep Band, under the direction of Josie Anderson, Libby Clement, and Lucas Lenoff, play our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies to Lacey Franson and the members of the Crete Choir singing today's national anthem. It's those first game jitters, I guess. I saw the band over there so nicely spaced across the way, and I couldn't help but announce it. But Lacey, thank you so much. Your members did a fantastic job. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday night, and I gotta admit, I was one of the doubters. I didn't think we'd be here tonight. But it is Friday night lights time. It's time for Class B high school football. And if you look to the right, approaching the field, your homestanding Crete Cardinals.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the opening game of Class B football. We're here on Papik Field on the beautiful campus of Doane University. Tonight, we'll see the home team, Crete Cardinals, take on the visiting York Dukes. Well, my name is Brent Kane. I'll be your play-by-play announcer, joined by Tony Siski. He's going to be doing the color commentating tonight.
Brent, excited to be here. It's good to see live sports again. Excited to see what the Cardinals can do tonight.
I think everyone's excited here tonight. And this will be Tony's inaugural game here for the Cardinals with his first season as our head basketball coach. So he was kind enough to come and help join the booth on this first football game tonight.
It's the only way that let me in the stadium tonight, so I had to find a way in.
Yeah, it's limited capacity tonight. We have the players, they each got their 4 tickets, so they have just families here. You got the band sitting on the opposite side of the field. We're getting ready for a kickoff here. York's to kick off first. Kick by Thomas Ivy. A little short. Picked up by Tad DeBrink. Brought down around the 37, 38-yard line. Good field position for the Crete Cardinals.
Nice return there by DeBrink. Sets up the offense in good position.
Offense comes out. We have a lot of new starters this year. At the helm at quarterback, you have Braden Schmeckpepper taking over for Zach Fye, who's now at Doane College. He was the quarterback the last 3 years. Looks like Braden's in shotgun. He's got two to his right. He's got Fugit as a running back and one to his left. In motion comes Krotzel. They're going right, using some option. The keeper by Schmeckpepper, about 4 yards.
Definitely a positive start. The offense that they like to run here under Coach Newmeyer. Need to get 3 to 4 yards every play and stay on schedule.
Well, this is their second year running the offense for Coach Newmeyer. So it's probably a little easier this year coming into it. They typically run that triple option with no huddle, which kind of allows for that speed option, that zone read. Braden in the shotgun. Gets it, hands off to Krotzel, going to his left, but he's tripped up. Loses about a yard on the play. Well read by York on that one.
Yeah, Jacob Irwin for York did a great job just staying home and getting to Krotzel.
That's going to bring up about 3rd and 7 for the Crete Cardinals. Let's see if we see our first pass play of the night. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. On his left, it's Fugit. He fumbles it, picks it up, takes off to his right, seeing what he can get. Missed a couple of tackles. He's still going to be about 4 yards short. Should bring up about 4th and 4.
Anytime you mishandle a snap like that in those pass plays, it just throws the timing off and put Braden in a tough spot there. I thought he made a good decision, just try to gain what he could, scrambling.
Well, I think that's what these first games bring too. It's no longer practice. Kind of got to work those kinks out. A lot of youth on this offense for the Crete Cardinals. Good experience for them. Snap comes back for the punt. Brian Banyos with the punt.
Great bounce there to get inside the 10.
Yeah, Crete bounce takes it to about the 8, where the York Dukes will take over.
There is a flag back about the line of scrimmage.
Looks like no call yet from the refs.
Must be on Crete the way.
Yeah, it looks like York
coaching staff.
York has their offense on the field. Looks like they're moving up a little bit. Illegal shift on Crete. I think York's going to make them punt that again. See if they can get some better field position out of that one. So again, Banyos comes back for the punt.
See if you can pin them deep again, otherwise it could be a costly penalty early.
Yeah, what great field position to get them stuck back to, but let's see what they can do. York only sends a couple. Good looking punt. No fair catch.
Great coverage by the Cardinals there. DeBrink was first one, didn't quite bring him down, but allows teammates to come finish him up.
Yeah, it looks like he maybe just picked up a couple after that initial contact. Now here comes the York offense. York offense led by quarterback Jake Irwin. Running back Ty Bartholomew. Bartholomew was their quarterback last year until game 5 where he was injured against Hastings, and that's when Jake Irwin took over. Irwin had a great game against Crete last year. Irwin gets behind center. He's got 2 backs behind him. Pitch off to the right. Nice form tackle. Picks up a couple.
It's a good start for the Cardinal defense there. Gain of 2.
Yeah, DeBrink was right there for that stop. Again under center. Now he hands off, going to the left. And he stopped right at the line. That was Vicente for Crete, right there. Looks like we should bring up about 3rd and 6 again. Under center, he has 2 backs. Receiver to the right and left. The pass is short, intended for receiver Thomas Ivy. This falls short, so that's going to bring out the punt unit for York.
Congrats on the coverage. Did a great job being right there with him. Couldn't tell if quarterback underthrew him on purpose, but the receiver didn't make the adjustment and set the punt.
Yeah, great start for Crete defense. York punter is Ty Bartholomew. With Krotzel and Tad DeBrink back for the return for Crete. Crete's not going to send much pressure. They just let it go. So Crete's going to get some good field position here on their 2nd possession of the game.
See if they can throw a first down or 2 together and have a little bit longer drive than the first time.
Well, like you said, once you get that ball that hits the ground on a 3rd down, that's just starting in the hole. But that's what these first games are for, get some of those mistakes out of the way.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some jitters. These guys haven't competed in a while with spring sports being canceled in the summer that we've had, so.
Yeah. Schmeckpepper. He's got Krotzel and Jacob Fugit behind him, which is an option. Schmeck keeps it. Wasn't a whole lot going really from the get-go on that play. It was really good defense by the Dukes.
Didn't have much time to make his read there. York got early penetration and lost him 2 for the Cardinals.
Grabs him around the ankles, dragged him down for a loss of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 12.
Well, Zybig, wide right. We got 2 wide left. Schmeckpepper in the gun. Fugit's right next to Schmeckpepper. He gets the ball. Ball comes out. Still chasing for it.
Cardinals come up with it.
Schmeckpepper was right there. Looks like York had an opportunity there to snag that ball, but it just slipped right out. Schmeckpepper was able to come up on top of that one.
Actually, no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13 for the Cardinals.
Got 3rd and long here for the Cardinals. Let's see what Coach Newmeyer draws up here.
This kind of goes without saying. These aren't down the distances they like to be in.
Schmeckpepper in the gun. He's got Fugit to his right. Good snap. He's looking to his left. He's got Krotzel. Nice pass. Oh, right in his hands, and it just came right out.
Well thrown ball, just couldn't quite make the play.
Couldn't quite get it.
Krotzel got by him easily.
Yeah,
That might be something that they come back to because it didn't take him long to gain separation and have an opportunity for a big play.
No, he's got great speed. Yeah, you're right. I think that's something that they could maybe take advantage on. Banos back to punt. York sends more pressure this time, nearly get to it. It's still rolling out there. I thought that was going out of bounds. Looks like it stops around the 25-yard line where York will have their 2nd possession.
Another good punt by Banos there. York's got a long ways to go. So hopefully the Cardinal defense can step up just like they did last time and get the ball back to their offense quickly.
Well, and Crete's had good field position to start this game so far, just not been able to capitalize.
Looks like the Cardinals might be short a player here on this play.
Irwin in the shotgun on that. Keeps it, goes right. Good for about 4 yards. Brings up about 2nd and 6.
Comes in, makes first contact, drives him down, just gets him off balance.
This heat might be a big factor today, Tony.
It's definitely warm out there, and when you got as many guys playing both ways as these guys do, that's where you're going to see it come into play.
Under center, Irwin. Ooh, right up the middle. Stopped by a couple of Crete D linemen.
Not much room to run there. Interior defense did a great job.
Jensen picked up a couple on that. More manageable third down, so they're looking at 3rd and 4th.
Short game, Marley Jensen. Ball resting at the 31-yard line. 3rd and 4.
Irwin's in the shotgun. He's got Jensen to his right. 3 to his right. Out wide. He had 1 to the left. He keeps it. Finds some room up the middle after breaking a couple tackles. He's still going. And finally gets drugged down by Schmeckpepper, but not after a long gain.
Makes a nice little escape in the backfield, and he finds some running room around that left side.
Didn't look like a design quarterback run, but either way, a big play for York.
Well, and I think what really helped was he had 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Crete defense was pretty spread out, so I think he just took what the defense was giving him.
First down of the ballgame of the season.
Big play there for York is flip field position.
There you go.
The Cardinal half.
Irwin under center. Takes the snap, pitches to his left to Bartholomew. He's got some speed. Goes to the left. I don't think anyone's catching him. Got a touchdown, York Dukes. Ty Bartholomew with the first score of the game.
Ty Bartholomew, he goes around that left side. He finds a hole. Takes it all the way in, touchdown Dukes.
Nice 47-yard touchdown run for Bartholomew. Got to the outside pretty quick, and Cardinals couldn't contain him.
Well, and really, that drive came down to 2 big plays, and they were both on the ground. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. Thomas Ivy. Nothing but net. So, with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, York goes first 7-0. Let's see what Crete can come up with and see if they have an answer.
They've got to respond because, you know, when they had the ball last, they had an opportunity to put 6 on the board, let 1 slip through the hands, and give it over to York, and they make 2 big plays. And now you've got to respond. You got to answer back and not let this snowball on you.
Looks like we have Krotzel back for Crete, along with Tad DeBrink. See the kick. Thomas Ivy, the kicker for York.
Krotzel back to receive.
Short kick going with the sideline. Recovered by Crete, just falls on it, about the 32-33-yard line.
Short kick there towards the sideline.
Mason Crumbless
Literally.
able to drop down on that.
Mason Crumbless.
York seems to be giving the Crete return game a lot of respect. Both kickoffs they've kind of just tried to place and not kick deep. Keep it out of the hands of DeBrink and Krotzel.
Well, you know, that seems to be way more popular, too, in recent days. You see that shorter kick, and I think it's because you see coaches seeing success with it, too. Sometimes you get that turnover. Schmeckpepper in shotgun. Got 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Hugh just right to his right. Fakes up the middle.
Oh.
He's looking, he's rolling, and he gets taken down. Chase Cotton for the Dukes chases him down for the sack. Looks like about a 7-yard, 6-yard loss for the Cardinals.
They missed Pricer running wide open down the middle field there. That's one that I'm sure they'd love to have back. Schmeckpepper just couldn't find him.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
So we have 2nd and 15 for the Cardinals. Schmeckpepper, with Crotchell and Fugit. Off to his right and his left. Gets the snap, goes to Fugit. Oh, that was a fake. He pitched it off to Crotchell. He got me. Crotchell gets shoved out of bounds. Looks like he made a first down, though.
Very good job running the option there by Schmeckpepper. Selling the fake, he got you, and then making the right read and pitching it.
I need to write that one down and use it in my son's flag football team. I like that play. All right, we got a 1st and 10 Cardinals. Schmeckpepper, same formation as last time in shotgun. He fakes it. Oh, he pitches late to Fugit. He goes up the middle, good gain. Gets about 7 yards.
Little pitch from Schmeckpepper.
A couple nice plays. Cardinals run back to back. Keep this drive going.
14. Chase Cotton makes the stop, but Cardinals are in Duke territory at the 49. Nice pickup.
Schmeckpepper looked really good in the option those last 2 plays.
Yeah, he's made those right decisions, and that's what it's about. Your first game as a starter here. A lot of good lessons to learn in that first game. You can tell it's starting to sink in a little bit.
Might be
nerves
starting
wear
to
off.
slow down for him a little bit.
Yeah. Gets it. Option left. Oh, big hit on Fugit.
He's still down. It's kind of put in a tough position there, and York defender made him pay.
Wyatt Callingham got to Fugit right as that ball was touching his hands.
Number 13.
I believe that was just called an incomplete pass.
Took a solid shot on that one.
Or was that considered a fumble?
It was a fumble recovered by Tabrink, and
okay,
Cardinals
so
end up gaining a couple yards on it.
All right, so Crete got a couple yards on it.
Right now, you just hope he's okay after a hit like that.
Well, he's got the trainer down there talking to him. Players have gone to their sideline, getting their water breaks. Well, in last year's game, Crete went on top of York 24-7 at halftime. That third quarter, York came back, but couldn't quite catch Crete. Crete ended up beating York 34-27 last year. So, great game. A lot of yards put up in that game last year. It's like we're in for another close game this year.
Looks at the start. It looks like 2 pretty evenly matched teams. Right now, York's made big plays, but Crete's got something going on this drive.
So Jacob Fugit's up on his own, walking off with the trainer.
It's definitely good to see.
That is great to see.
Hopefully it's just a deal. They got the wind knocked out of him.
Hopefully he just has to catch a breather. So Crete, good with the 3rd and 1. They get in their bulldog formation. They've been doing this since 7th grade. Hand up right up the middle. Jacob Kreiser gets it. Gets up a good 10 yards. Bring up first down to 10 for the Cardinals.
They're looking for 1, end up with 10. Good play for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they'll take it. Tell you what, those kids know that play. 7th grade on up.
Now into good territory nicely.
I think that's a good field position. They're sitting 38-yard line, waiting for the play from coach.
It's great to have a play like that that kids know so well, and such a important down and distance. Like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1.
They just rush right up to it. You bet. Schmeckpepper gets it. 3 backs surrounding him. He gets taken down in the backfield again by number 14. That's Chase Cotton. He was right there in a hurry.
Number 14.
Great tackle.
Chase Cotton.
Hope they can bounce back from this play.
Have
a nice drive going. Now they're put in those situations they don't like to be in.
2nd and 13.
Yeah, they're looking at 2nd and 13. Well, if they can pick up a few, they might be looking at 4-down territory anyway, so they can just get a little each time. Schmeckpepper gets the shotgun snap, fumbles it a little bit, hits the ground again, so he just takes off up the middle, turns it into a great play, taken down by 3 Dukes.
Braden's a good athlete. You saw it there.
Schmeckpepper. Trouble finding the
Probably not the way they designed that play, but it makes a big gain out of it.
Yeah, he made the right call there. It dropped. For sure. The play wasn't going to happen, so you get what you can get, and it turned out to a great play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Schmeckpepper in the gun. He's got Krotzel to his right. Krotzel goes back left behind, looking for the option. Keeper by Schmeckpepper. Looks like he got maybe a yard.
The keeper on that left side.
York was there in a hurry.
First tough decision of the game for Coach Newmeyer. I'm sure he had his mind made up before that play.
And Ninehauser for.
It looks like they are going to go for it.
York leaves him
We're looking at 4th and 3.
Down. We're going to call it 4th and 3. Ball resting at the 31
up
here. Line of the Dukes.
Not quite close enough for a field goal and not quite far enough away to punt. So big
the
fourth
Dukes
down
are
here.
Dukes are set up in a 3-4 defense. You got Schmeckpepper with Krotzel to his left. Looking to get the snap. Gets it. Once again, it drops to the ground. And that time it doesn't work in Crete's favor. He's taken down the backfield. That's picked up by Krotzel.
Snap comes back. Ball is loose. Krotzel picks it up, but he is.
So I think that's 3 drops now.
Swapped by Dukes in
that backfield.
At least, and
as time expires,
once it's worked out
in the first quarter,
Cardinals' favor, and they're make a play out of it. But the other times, it just slows this offense down and takes away their timing.
York at their own 33-yard line.
Well, as quick as that was, that's the end of the first quarter. With your score, York 7, Crete Cardinals 0. I think those players are getting much needed break, getting their water breaks.
A lot of those guys on the field for a majority, if not all, of the plays in that first quarter. And that sun's beating down on them and that turf. Sure they needed this break and hydrate up a little bit.
Yep. Well, last year, Jake Irwin versus the Cardinals for the Dukes, he had 321 total yards, 206 on the ground, 115 in the air. So he is not afraid to use those legs, get outside. I'm sure the Crete coaches are very well aware of that run game, as you saw in their last series. Now,
I have 2 rushes for 25 yards at this point. Not sure how accurate it is. It's my best guess, but that's what I have him for.
Sounds good to me. Irwin's in the shotgun. Chase Cotton behind him, and then he pitches late off to his left to Cotton, who breaks 2 tackles right along the sideline. Still rolling, gets to about the 38-yard line. We're looking good 20-yard gain by Cotton after that late pitch.
York shows they can run the option too. That's a well-run play, and then a great individual effort on the run, breaking multiple tackles.
Here we go with the hurry up. Irwin's behind center. One receiver to his left, one to his right. Doesn't need him. Hands off up the middle, who squirts to his right. Wyatt Collingham, good little gain. About 4 yards.
Silvera on the stop. Brings up, gain of 4, brings up 2nd, 6, ball resting just outside of the Cardinal.
Irwin in the shotgun. Got running backs to his right and his left. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Gets the snap. Takes the read, hands off to Willingham. He's taken down, good tackle. Fights through the block. Creaser did a good job of staying his position, fighting off the York defender and getting that tackle.
Not before York picks up another first down. Cardinal defense needs to bear down here and end this drive.
York, 1st and 10.
Irwin looking for that shotgun snap. Low, but he's able to get it. He scampers away, misses one tackle. Looks like he's getting wrapped up there for about a good gain of 4 or 5 yards.
Quarterback Irwin with a little keeper. Little zigzag.
Coach Newmeyer was trying to help him out. He had that play scouted out, spotted, and called it before they ran it. Just don't know if he could get the message out to them before he gained 4 yards.
2nd and 6 for York.
A skill I've never had.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
Irwin's back from the shotgun. Back to his left. Design run, takes off to his left. Again, gets through a few tackles. Brought down by Kennedy Vicente.
Getting as many blockers out in front of the ball carrier as you can. Snap to the quarterback and have your running backs lead for you. And well-designed play there for York.
For a York first down.
Now under center goes Irwin. Pitches to the back, off to his right. Marley Jensen takes the pitch for about a good 5 yards.
Nice tackle by DeBrink there, but unfortunately it was after 5 yards.
Well, I think it shows that you got 5 senior offensive linemen for the York Dukes. Pitch again.
Back to Jensen again on the run. Short gain on the play.
Just going to be a little short of that first down. Marley Jensen again. He's again back behind Irwin.
And Crete's taking a timeout here. Probably a good decision. Need to regather the guys, give them a little break, get them focused again, and try to keep York out of the end zone.
Looks like they're going to be looking at a Yep, 3rd and 1. I can't tell if it's a long one or a short one from this angle.
Just kind of looking at body language here and the way the teams exited the field, came to their sideline. You can tell York's got the momentum right now. Hopefully the Cardinals can get their heads up here, get back out there, and keep York out of the end zone.
Well, you know what that Crete defense is thinking. They just need something to go their way. If they get a turnover, a fumble, get their hand on the ball.
Exactly. It can change. It can change in a hurry. York puts the ball on the ground, or Crete makes a big play and got momentum on your side and can flip it.
Looks like Crete D is expecting the run. They're pretty bunched up. Irwin behind center. Flag stops that play
This
early.
could be a big penalty. It's on York.
Penalty flag stops the action.
Offside on Crete. That'd be an automatic first down.
Offside on the
half the distance to the goal. Inside the 5.
That'll be a half the distance to the goal. Mark off.
We got a 1st and goal at the 4.
And a first down. Ball is now resting at the Cardinal 4.
Cardinals getting a little bigger, getting their goal line defense in there, taking out a defensive back, add another defensive lineman. Man-to-man on the outside.
Irwin with the quarterback keep. Under center gets it. It's about a yard.
And not much there. Crete defensive line doing a great job holding ground. Looks like same play might be coming.
Yeah, York goes in the hurry up. Irwin under center. This time turns around, pitches off to his right. We have a touchdown, York Dukes. Chase Cotton gets the pitch. Met by a couple of Cardinals near that goal line, but is able to extend, which also extends the York Duke lead.
York knew what they wanted to do there after that sneak. Didn't get them in. They had that next play ready, got right back up the line and punched it in.
And Thomas Ivy, beautiful kick. So you got York Dukes 14, Crete Cardinals 0 with 8:23 left before half.
That was a nice drive by York there. Didn't rely on many big plays, just a good, well-executed drive and marched the ball down the field.
As I recall, I don't believe any of those were passes, were they?
They did not throw a pass on that drive. Started off with a big run play on an option, but after that, just moved the ball, just executed their offense.
Well, they're getting it done on the ground, so they're going to keep doing that because come third, fourth quarter, it's going to start wearing that defense down even further.
Something you and I talked about before the game is the difference in the amount of experienced players returned for each team. York definitely has an advantage there, and early in the season, that can be a big factor.
Well, it is, and Snodgrass had made the comment that he had more depth and experience this year than his last year's team. And the Crete Cardinals have a lot of new players starting. It makes a big difference. Another short kick. Henry Vicente Perez gets it and kneels down about the 25.
You know, York thinking about the depth that they have and you know, looking at Crete, how many guys they got going both ways. Just pounded the ball on them in that last drive. You know, with the depth that they have compared to Crete, I'm sure back in their minds they're thinking wear them down.
Yep. Let's see what Crete can do on this drive here. You got Schmeckpepper with a shotgun. Krotzel to his right. Fakes to Krotzel. Off he runs to his right. Nice pass. Good catch. Runs out of bounds. Tad DeBrink. Good little catch. Just steps out. Nice easy play for a first down.
Great play there. DeBrink came wide open off the play action, and Schmeckpepper did a good job getting him the ball. Good start to this drive.
Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. Running backs to his right and left. Receivers wide right, wide left. With the fake, tosses right. Krotzel keeps going down the sideline.
Great effort by Krotzel.
I like this energy from Crete so far, starting off this drive.
Great start to this drive, and again, Schmeckpepper running the option well, making the reading, pitching out to Krotzel, and big gain on first.
This time DeBrink goes out to slot. Schmeckpepper waiting for the snap. Comes DeBrink. Hands up the middle of Krotzel. Nice gain, 4 yards.
You keep this drive going now. Three positive plays in a row. Cross midfield.
You got that York defense guessing just a little bit too with that pass play. Then you're going up the middle, you're going to the side.
The execution on that play action pass would probably make the run game a little bit easier. They know they have to do that.
Schmeckpepper again makes that decision. Hands off to Krotzel. Finds some room off to the left. Gains another 3 yards. Brings up third and short.
Very manageable third down here.
36 on the stop, but he picks up a short 3. He brings up 3rd and
Another
3.
short yardage play for Crete.
I know it's early in the game, but I can only imagine Coach Newmeyer is thinking, you know, if we get 2, are we going to go for it in 4th here?
Schmeckpepper. Running backs to his right and left. Gets the snap. He keeps it. Good for about a yard, but York was there. Good defense.
On the keeper, and he's brought down by Jacob Irwin.
Here's that decision Coach Newmeyer has to make.
Well, he's looking at 4th and 2.
Ball resting at the York 45-yard line.
Obviously, a very manageable 4th down, but you know, does the risk outweigh the reward here if you don't get it?
Yeah, because you're really setting York up for pretty good field position if you're not going to pick this one up. He needs more time to think about it, doesn't he? Yeah. So Crete uses their 2nd timeout of the half.
You know, this is a big play. No reason to rush to decision. And if you are going to go for it, you have a chance to talk to your team and make sure everyone's on the same page and you can execute the play that you want to run.
Well, we talked about that experience and depth of York, but you know, their defense alone returns 8 starters from last year, and the Crete defense returns 1, and that's Sergio Silveira.
These guys are showing well in their first game, though. I know they're down 14-0, but you can see some talent on the field, and you see them compete, and that's what you ask for as a coach.
All right, well, let's see what Coach Newmeyer has drawn up here for a 4th and 2. He's 0 for 1 so far on 4th downs. Schmeckpepper in the gun. Backs to his left and right. Nice little play call there. Fakes to the right and the left.
Looks like they got it.
It looks like they got it. Shovel pass to Jacob Kreezer. Good for the first down. They needed 2 and they got 3. Nice play.
Very nice play. And got what they needed.
Recipient of that shovel pass, and he makes it work. Actually, a nice gain on the play. Takes it.
And that's really great for those Crete players right now. That's what they needed. Now they need to continue to build off that.
Well executed play.
Focus on one play at a time. Schmeckpepper in the gun. Krotzel to his left. 2 receivers to his left.
There
Pass.
He is. Oh. That's the same play they tried to run in the first quarter when Braden didn't see him. He saw him this time, just couldn't deliver the ball.
Couldn't quite get it there. Kreezer found some opening there in the middle. I think he was expecting it to be to his left, and then that ball was to his right, so you could see him trying to turn around in mid-stride. Not easy to do.
I would be surprised if they don't try that play again later. I ran it twice. And
okay, option to the right. Schmeckpepper pitches to Krotzel. Nice defensive tackle there by York. Picks up about 2 or 3.
This option game, your wide receiver blocking can be so key, and just didn't quite get the block they needed there to spring that one. But they weren't far off from a big play.
About 4.5 minutes left until halftime. York leads Crete 14-0. Crete's looking at 3rd and 7. Schmeckpepper's going to have his backs to his right and his left in the shotgun formation. 2 out to the left, another receiver out to the right.
Have a little trouble getting lined up here.
Crete's forced to use their third and final timeout of the half.
You can't afford to give up another 5 yards there on a delay, so Coach Newmar did what he had to do to save those yards, because this is a big play at this point in the game. And I know he's probably thinking here, how many do I have to get to go for it on fourth down? Or maybe he's already made up his mind he's going for it on fourth down no matter what. But if they can finish this drive off with touchdowns, back to a one-score game.
Well, I think at this point in the season, too, if you need a timeout, use the timeout. So often you go into halftime with an extra timeout or into the game with an extra timeout. So
can't carry them over to the next game, so might as well use them. In this instance, you can't carry over the next half. So.
All right, so Schmeckpepper's got Krotzel to his left. Creaser goes out, gets the pass, the little shovel from Schmeckpepper, but well read by that York defense.
Little short pass to
Keeps it to about a three-yard gain.
Looks like they will go for it.
They're looking at about 4th and 5.
Still got a lot of your plays as options. I think you could still run it and still run your play action pass, or just a straight drop back pass or a rollout.
He's got two receivers to his right, receiver to his left. Schmeckpepper in the gun. He's got Tad to bring to his left. Gets the snap, looking left, tosses it. Oh.
There it is.
Looks like he got the pass interference. You could see the hold on that left shoulder there to Krotzel. Again, and you noted that earlier, Tony, in the first quarter. He was there, so the coach knew that.
I don't think the York defense back had any other option but to grab him, because he was beat again. And
it's probably the right play, really.
Yeah. And Isaac's getting by their defensive backs pretty easily. They're going to go to that again.
Yeah. Good recognition by the Crete coaching staff. Good pass by Schmeckpepper. Krotzel's doing a good job of getting open, getting past that defensive back. Schmeckpepper has the backs to his left and his right. Fakes. Eventually passes out to the right to Krotzel. He's able to pick up about 3 yards.
Unfortunately, the pitch was just a little bit behind him. Krotzel kind of lost his momentum. If he could have caught that in stride, that could have been a little bit bigger gain. But still a good 3-yard gain. You know you're in 4-down territory probably.
Yeah. And really good read by Schmeckpepper there. That first option wasn't there. They covered up him. York did a good job covering up him. So he took what the defense gave him. Schmeckpepper at the hard count. Takes the handoff. The Brink tries to break out to the left. Tripped up. Looks like no gain on that play.
Brought to Brink in motion there and tried to get him on that little jet sweep type action and just couldn't quite get the corner.
All right, so you got 3rd and 8 for the Cardinals. Clock's winding down. You got 2 minutes left until half. Schmeckpepper gets the snap. He's looking to pass. It is tipped and intercepted by the York Dukes. Ty Bartholomew just waiting for that one with that ball tipped. Just kind of hung up in the air, and all he had to do was wait for it to land in his arms.
Unfortunate there, and York made another big play getting their hands up on the ball at the line of scrimmage, and so often when that ball's tipped up in the air, for some reason the defense catches it more than half the time.
That defensive line got in there and kind of collapsed that pocket, made for a difficult throw.
See if York takes a chance at a big play action. Nope, they're going to keep it on the ground.
There goes Irwin. We talked about his rushing yards and speed. He eventually gets stopped.
Here's a flag. This one might be
Brink was
coming
there to
back.
stop him. There is a flag back there, so wait to see what that was. Irwin showing you what he can do in the open field, though. It appears like they're moving backwards.
Costly penalty there for York. Late in the half.
Holding on the Dukes. Takes the ball to the 20, so like it probably a 1st and 5.
Looks like it, since the holding happened so far downfield, it still end up gaining 5 on the play, but for the Cardinals, much better than
what it was, that's for sure. Clock starts winding down again. Now under a minute 40. Hand off to Ty Bartholomew. Goes to the left again, fighting off tackles. Tough run by Ty Bartholomew. Gets finally pushed out of bounds.
17, the ball carrier, Bartholomew.
A lot of hands on the jersey.
Knocks him out of bounds.
The Cardinals didn't do a very good job of wrapping up there. Bartholomew made a lot of guys miss, broke a lot of tackles. Cardinals need to get to half at this, keep it at this 14-0 score.
Under center is Irwin. Hands off to the fullback there. Nice gain up the middle. Still spinning, still working with Marley Jensen. Good 15-yard gain. I think he hit the circle button and the triangle button on that play.
Yeah, the Cardinals are just missing a lot of tackles right now, and go back to that second scoring drive that York had when they just methodically moved the ball down the field, and kind of mentioned wearing Cardinals down. They look like a tired defense right now.
I think they got Austin Lorenz is down on that play with the trainer out to see him.
To be working on his left leg.
Well, we mentioned before, in this kind of weather, there could be a lot of cramps that you see in this game.
Yeah, that's kind of hope that they're just kind of stretching out a cramp there. He's walking off, so that's great to see.
Well, we're looking at a minute 24 left until half. York has a 1st and 10. Just a little over 50 yards to go, so they have all 3 timeouts. They got a lot to work with right now.
Cardinal defense needs to tighten up here and keep the score this way and get to half and regroup.
Irwin under center, fakes to both backs, says I'll just keep it myself, and there he goes. Showing that speed off to the right. He's going, and we got a touchdown. York Dukes. Irwin found that hole off to the right. And the Cardinals just could not catch up to him.
Another good play design. Like you said, a couple fakes there, one going each direction, and he ended up following one of them, got a couple an extra blocker in front of him, and some of the Cardinal defenders just had trouble finding the ball. And when they did, it was too late.
Well, that's another big play by the York offense. All on the ground. Thomas Ivy. So far, he's been good from about 65 yards out, it looks like. Nothing but net on that one. York Dukes take a 21-0 lead on the Crete Cardinals. You got 58 seconds till halftime.
And no timeouts for the Cardinals, so unless they get a big play here on the kick return, which York's been kicking away from them, making that tough to do, I bet coaching staff players just want to get to half and talk things over. You mentioned that York's just keeping the ball on the ground. I only have them down for one passing attempt, but all the damage coming on the ground.
Looks like
run it till they stop you.
Well, that's exactly what York's going to be doing. I think Irwin's already approaching 100 yards on the game, and as we talked earlier, last year against Crete, I mean, he put 206 yards on the ground against Crete last year. So
I'm unofficially at 92 on 6 carries. Cardinals have moved their returnment up. They're going to try to get it in Kratzler to Brink's hands here and see if they can make something happen.
Another short kick.
Just kick it even shorter.
It's dropped. Gave York a shot. And it is York Duke football. Crete came up, tried to fair catch that ball, and it just slipped right through his hands, right towards where York was coming in. They were able to jump on it. It's going to be York football. Just 36 yards to go for a score with 54 seconds left and 3 timeouts.
We might see a second pass attempt here. A lot of times coaches like to, after a play like this, take a shot, maybe run a little play action here and see if they can get a quick one.
Well, you called it, Coach. Irwin's looking for the second pass play of the game. And it is complete to his tight end. A little crossing route. Chase Collingham just coming across the middle there. Nice easy pass. Good pickup. First and 10 from the 21. They're still letting the clock go down. You got about 30-some seconds left. Pitch to the right. Up to the middle. Chase Cotton. Another first down.
They have the luxury of having those 3 timeouts still, and now they're inside the 10 and can call any play they want.
No huddle, they're right back at it. Irwin's under center, he's got 2 backs behind him. Fakes it, they're looking for his third pass play of the game. Escapes trouble, goes off to the right, looks to rush, and Crete's able to bring him down. Jacob Kreezer there, brings him down. York timeout, they're gonna have 2 remaining after this timeout.
I'm impressed with how well York's executing in these late in the half situations this early in the season. You can tell that they've practiced that 2-minute drill and know what they want to do, and they were successful another time close to the goal line. They had 2 plays called, didn't score on the first one, got up there quickly and ran the second one. And the same thing here in this hurry up. They know what they want to do.
Well, it helps too that you have 2 experienced quarterbacks. One's your running back now, but you got 2 captains out there. They know what to call.
So there's so much you have to get in before that first game, and when you return 11 guys on offense like York does, a lot of it's probably going to be just refreshing stuff where Crete's breaking in new guys and has to spend more time on some of the other stuff.
All right, here we go. Second goal from the 4 for the Dukes. Irwin's in the shotgun. Running back to his right. He's going to take off. Irwin sees some space out to the right. Untouched, crosses for another York Duke touchdown. And another rushing score for Irwin.
You know, it wasn't long ago, 2.5, 3 minutes ago, and Crete's driving down 2 scores, looking to punch it in, cut to a 1-score game, and it's turned in a hurry.
Well, there's always those points in the game that you can look at. We're like, well, that didn't happen. Maybe the game turns out differently, and you have that interception when you're so close to getting your first points on the board, making it a 1-score game. Another beautiful kick. Thomas Ivy, 28-0. York Dukes on top of Crete. We got 9 seconds till halftime.
And Crete's had opportunities. Won their first drives, I think the second drive of the game, had Kratzel open and just couldn't bring it in. That would have been 6. They had another play in this quarter. Had a receiver running wide open down the middle of the field and just couldn't get him the ball. They're 2 touchdowns that you can't get back, that you missed out on. But that's promise. That
it is.
That you're putting yourself in those situations. Now you just got to go make the play.
Yeah. Comes down to a missed catch or one missed pass. Makes all the difference in the world. That's some of the benefits of having a young team. A lot to learn, and a lot of growth to be had. So from game 1 to the final game of the season, I think it's going to be a much different Crete Cardinal football team with all that experience.
For sure.
Kick by Ivy. This time he shows off his leg a little bit for a touchback.
They recognize that once again Crete had brought their 2 deep return men up to about the 20-yard line. They'd been starting about the 10, but with all the short kicks York's doing, Crete was trying to adjust and let TeBrink or Kratzel get the ball in their hands.
I can't imagine a big play coming here.
I don't think they'll take a chance. I think probably just hand the ball off and go to half and talk things over.
Maybe just take that knee.
York defender trying to pump up the crowd. Just not as much crowd as usual to pump up.
There's your handoff. Kratzel gets it, picks up a couple yards, and that should do it to half. But I do want to say one thing. With a score of 28-0, York on top of Crete going into halftime. Last year at this game, Crete was up 24-7. York comes up, scores 3 unanswered touchdowns, and makes this a game. So maybe that's something the coach can remind them of that last year. Hey, they were in this position last year, and look what they did. So
yeah,
keep those heads up.
And you're going to look one drive at a time. Crete probably kicking off to York to start the half, and your focus is getting a stop early, either 3 and out or giving up 1 first down and getting the ball in good field position and punching one in.
All righty, well that does it. Crete will be coming back, and they will be kicking the ball off to begin third quarter. And we'll be back to start you off with the third quarter.
And now it's time for your Crete Cardinal marching band to take the field for your halftime entertainment. It has certainly been an unusual year for everyone. COVID has affected all walks of life, but it also has made us appreciative of the normal day-to-day routine that we have taken for granted. For band programs, it has been an adjustment to rehearse in areas and distances that we are unfamiliar with. However, we have been thankful to be together and celebrate the making of music. Our music selections tonight are a collection of different styles and time periods as we reach out to the many of our fans who might remember some of these songs. The first is a rhythm and blues song written and composed by musician Richard Berry in 1955. In my era, became a sock hop hit. It is best known for the 1963 hit version by the Kingsmen and has become a standard in pop and rock music. Here is Louie Louie. We now move to the 1960s. This next song reached number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 from the Doobie Brothers' 1973 album, The Captain and Me. The songwriter, Tom Johnston, thought he was writing about a fictional town in Texas, when in reality, China Grove actually existed. They even had passed through it when they were on tour. Here's the hit song, China Grove. We now give a salute to our town's Czech heritage with a collection of polka favorites right out of B.T. Kretzel's Cuba music collection. This arrangement was written by past street band director Bob Polensky and is simply titled Polka Medley. The Doane Campus cheering our varsity on for the second half of the Crete High School band. It is led by drum major Josie Anderson, Libby Quebec, and Lucas Lemon. The directors are Eric Farlander and Janine Anderson.
No, I think it's been a pretty good mix of not trying
To the fans of York, we thank you for allowing us to use so we can fit the band in the stadium while keeping local guidelines for social distancing. We appreciate your flexibility in making this work. Let's give the band a round of applause. the Crete drum line for their entertainment tonight. Crete Cowboys.
These are unofficial. Rushing yards. Them, I have 21 rushing yards. Okay. You don't have passing. Okay.
All right, welcome back to the third quarter. Got a beautiful sky out there. Weather's finally cooling down a little bit. Crowd seems to have a few more smiles. Your score, York 28, Crete 0. Coming out of the half, Crete with the kickoff. Some quick stats. Crete in the first half ran the ball 21 times for 52 yards. The Dukes 21 times as well, but for 244 yards. And on the air, in the air, Crete was 3 of 6 for 16 yards with one interception. And then York 1 for 2, only one completion for 15 yards.
Bartholomew and Collingham back to receive the second half kickoff.
Irwin led York on the ground, 102 yards, and Kratzel led the Cardinals with 38.
Relo to kick off for the Cardinals.
Short kickoff from the Cardinals.
Close to coming up with that and making a big play to start the half. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get there and goes out of bounds. And York will have good field position.
Good territory. Squirts out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Tony, it's nice seeing these football lights back on.
It is absolutely great to be able to see these kids get to compete tonight.
If I was getting my wishes tonight, it might be about 60 degrees instead of 90, but I'll take the football either way.
It's warm up in this box, but we're not padded up like them on the turf in the first half.
I'm not wearing pads. I'm not complaining. Looks like York's going to be set up in the I formation with Irwin under center. He's got the Fullback, halfback behind him. He pitches off to his left. Chase Cotton. Good gain of 7. You know, York's already in good field position to start this third quarter.
The ball carrier stopped by a host of Cardinals on that left side.
Wonder what the message from Coach Newmeyer to the team was at half, and you know, I'm sure they're looking to improve in a number of areas, and that's what they're going to focus on this second half, just playing better than they did the first half and making a positive of it.
Irwin, pitch off to the left. Wyatt Collingham.
Once again,
Looks like they're going to probably give him the first down. They're waving the sticks. Again, they go off to the left.
Brings him down right at
Sure, Coach Newmeyer let him know, go out and make a play. You know, make a play on the defense. Someone needs to step up, make a play, and change momentum. Cut it to a 3-possession game, and then just go from there and see what you can do in the second half.
Irwin under center. Hand off to the right. Good little gain of 4 yards.
Collingham, the ball carrier, once again.
The tackling early in this quarter looks better than it did at the end of the half, so there's a positive right there. And
well, I think Coach Newmeyer understands his team is young and they got a lot to learn, and so I'm sure he's saying let's look at some of those things that we can do better in the second half, and let's play a better second half than our first.
You can't get the first half back, so.
Again, Chase Collingham gets it. Crete stops him after he gains 2. Bringing up 3rd and 4 for the York Dukes.
Got him wrapped up and just held on. He took a little while to bring him down, but he wasn't able to break the tackle that they were at the end of the first half. So, big play for the defense here.
And that was Cotton as the running back on that one. Irwin now in shotgun with Cotton to his right. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Receiver out wide to the left. Crete blitzes off the left end, and both of those blitzers get right to Irwin for the first Crete sack of the night. 2-yard loss. Big play for the Cardinals.
Great play. Just mentioned someone's got to step up and make a play. There's a couple guys that got in there and made that play, and now you've forced a punt. You've done your job on the first possession as a defense, get the ball to your offense, and did it relatively quickly.
Well, what a great stop for that Crete defense coming out of halftime. Krotzel back, looking for the punt.
Maybe York will make a mistake here. Maybe snap it over his head. Give Crete the big break they really need.
The ball hits the ground like you were talking about, but he still has plenty of time to make that punt. Ooh, takes a Crete bounce. It hit about the 21, but then it bounced back about the 27.
Not bad field position for them punting from around midfield. And unfortunately, Crete wasn't coming after that punt, because if they were, they might have had a chance to get to him with that snap. But they're playing for a return there, and I can't blame him with Krotzel back there. Get the ball in his hands and see if he can make a play for you.
Well, by no means am I a football coach, but we've got to think Newmeyer doesn't want to take any chances and say just in case, because they had good field position. If they do a fake punt, if they do a pass, that negates that good defensive stand. So he wanted to play it safe.
Absolutely, and he just wants to get the ball back to his offense and see what they can do. And now they've got it. Now let's see what they can do.
Well, they got about 74, 73 yards. Speckpepper with the fake. He gets hit, but great pass down the middle, and it's caught.
Zybik on the reception.
Zybik reached up for that.
Nice catch.
Snagged it down, and he was hit
48-yard line.
Right after he caught it. Doesn't get many yak on that one. That's yards after catch.
Yeah, great job by Braden standing in there, delivering that ball. Another good play design is they had a guy run wide open down the middle of the field.
Well, that's a really tough pass for Schmecker. That guy was right in his face. He knew he was going to get hit the minute he released it. Still was able to get that pass off. Krotzel off to the right. York, good defensive stand. They were ready for that one. But we do have a flag on the play.
Around that right side, but the Dukes string it out.
Let's see which way this one goes. It'd be a big break if Cardinals had a negative play there, if they could erase that. And it does look like heading the Cardinals' way.
On the York Dukes. While we have a second here, I got to give a big shout out to the Blue River Arts Council and the people watching downtown. If you guys could yell, I'm not sure we'd hear you from here, but yell anyway. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Weather should be nice. Schmeckpepper rolls out. Tough pass with the opposite hand there.
The Cardinals got something going here, though. I like their body language coming out of the half.
Number 10, Kreiser.
Playing with some energy here.
Yeah, nice little play. If you can get 9 yards on first down, good catch by Creaser. That's a tough pass by Schmecker. He's going off to his left, throws with his right. Nice play by the junior.
He's made a couple nice plays to start this half. And he might have to. They're probably going to have to air it out more than they did in the first half, and more than they like to, but he's showing that he's capable, and he's got some receivers that are making plays for him as well.
Not really sure what was called here. Water break, perhaps?
You know, sometimes in the hot nights they do allow players without charging team timeouts, but a little early in the half to see that typically, but not sure.
And here we go. We got Schmeckpepper in the gun. Krotzel to his right. Looks like now we have a timeout. Timeout York. Their first of the half with 6:52 left in the third.
So Crete's come out, got a nice drive going, forcing York to take a timeout and talk about some things. Now they've got the start that they wanted. Came out, got a stop, got the ball back in their hands. Now they've got to finish this drive. They had a couple nice drives in the first half, just couldn't finish them. This one they've got to finish.
I think either way, coming out of half, you have two good things to look at, to build on, and practice this week. You guys came out strong. Defense did what you're supposed to do. Offense, look what was working. Something to build off of.
You know, looking back at the first half offensively, they had big plays, opportunities. They just didn't make them. And defensively, their tackling let them down. And they seem to have shored their tackling up in that first drive, and they're making the plays here on the offensive end.
We'll see what they have here. Connor Lomax is spread right. And DeBrink moving to that slot position to the right.
43-yard line.
Krotzel to the left. Schmeckpepper in the gun. Nice snap, good grab. He's rushed out there in a hurry, but he goes to the right. Got some running room there. Good first down. Gets pushed out, but not after he gains about 11, 12 yards. Got a first down Cardinals.
Very, very good run there. Made a guy miss, picked up some extra yardage. Braden showing his athleticism there, and I love the way he's coming out to start this half, both throwing and now running.
We'll put that inside the 35, down to almost the 33-yard line. The Dukes first and 10.
Clayton Sears spread left here. Schmeckpepper. Every running back on the team is surrounding right now. He's got 3 of them right around him. Looks like they're all going to be blockers for Schmeckpepper. He's waiting for an angle and it just did not open up. So he took what he could. York, good defense there. They were ready for that one. They were there.
Cardinals just trying to get as many blockers in front of the Schmeckpepper as they can, but York was just a little bit better on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 13. Again, nice drive for Crete. Taking some time. Switching to field position.
But they've got to get in the end zone. They've got to finish one of these.
motion. Schmeckpepper keeps it.
Schmeckpepper on the keeper.
Gets what he can. Gets about those 3 yards back that they just lost. Going to bring up 3rd and 10.
He takes it back inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Still going to bring up 3rd and 11.
Did a good job getting everything he could there. Once again, York had some nice penetration. Braden able to turn it into a positive play.
And credit to York, their D-line has done a good job there. They've been in that backfield in a hurry, making it tough. Not just for the Crete O-line, but Schmeckpepper, running backs, gotta make some quick decisions. Schmeckpepper with the fake, looking to pass. Ooh, just a little outside of the reach of Krotzel. He had that defender right there going towards it too.
Just let him a little too much, unfortunately, because I think if Krotzel catches that in time to make a move on that kid, he's probably going to win that battle.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Well, you got 4th and 11. Let's see what they have in the playbook.
I was wondering if they maybe try to get Krotzel one-on-one again on the outside, but he's in the backfield.
We got Sears out here to the left. Schmeckpepper's looking to his right. He's going to run again, and he's going to get that 1st down. He's brought down by a couple of York Dukes, but he gets out to the 20-yard line. Good gain, about 14, 15 yards. 1st down, Crete Cardinals.
Just another great individual effort there. When he started taking off, it didn't look like he was going to get there, but made the play, kept the drive alive. Great start to the half for Schmeckpepper.
Just what this team needed.
1st and 10 Cardinals at the 20-yard line.
Well, the Cardinals have 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Krotzel's to the left of Schmeckpepper. Schmeckpepper gets the snap. Looks like a little confusion on that play. Krotzel went left.
Someone went the wrong direction. I'm not sure from up here, but that didn't look like it was supposed to.
Looks like Krotzel was going to the left, and Braden went right. And
loss of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 13.
York was right there. So now they're looking at 2nd and 13.
Put that play behind you and make a move on to the next play and make something happen here.
And so far this drive, they've done a good job of put that in the pass. Schmeckpepper. Halfbacks to the right and the left. He fakes to Krotzel. Pass is short to Krotzel, but it's a little low, and it goes right through his hands.
Intended for Krotzel.
And he had blockers in front of him. That screen play was set up very nicely, and unfortunately just couldn't quite get him the ball where he needed, where he could handle it, because I think he could have made something happen there.
Well, 3rd and 13, you don't need to get it all right now.
Nope, you got 2 downs to do it, so.
Man in motion. Schmeckpepper fakes the pass, sees that lane open, and he is pushed out right near the marker. But I really like that decision. Really, Tony, he has the option to sit there and see if that passing lane opens up. But sometimes you got to make that decision quick. Am I going to pass or am I going to run? And he made a great decision there. He knew, hey, I got a good chance here.
He gave his team a chance. Now, that 4th and 1, I thought maybe he reached the ball across, but evidently he didn't. But you've got a great opportunity here.
All right, we've seen this play before. But this time it's fumbled. It's handed off to number 10. It was handed off to Creaser. Ball comes loose on the ground. I believe Creaser landed on it. But I think where the ball was placed, I think they were still just short of that 1st down.
Just unfortunate there, because had a great drive going, had some great individual efforts, and just shows how costly one little mistake can be, just not getting a clean handoff, because I think if they get that handoff clean, they keep the drive alive.
Yeah. Well, that same play, they did that in the first half, and what they get, 10, 11 yards off that? Yeah, I think that lane was there for Creaser again, too. But a lot of positives for this group from that last drive.
It was a great start. I know going forward, Coach Newmeyer is going to show them, look at these drives that we had. We've got to convert them into points, though. We can't just be happy, having nice drives, and they're close.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Hand off to the left. Good for about 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the York Dukes. They're at their 16. They got a ways to go here for this drive. Let's see what Crete defense can come up with. Looks like they got about 8 guys at the line. They're expecting a run play. Picks up 1 or 2 yards on that.
Short gain on the play.
Looks like the Cardinal defense, and rightfully so, is just daring them to throw it. They only threw it 2 times in the first half. York's probably preferring to keep the ball on the ground now, so Cardinals are stacking the box and trying to take that run game away.
I think they're willing just to take that risk, too.
3rd and 3 for the Dukes.
Can't give up those run plays.
You know, to try to get back in the game, you're going to have to take some chances. And can't just let them methodically move the ball down the field.
So here we go, 3rd and 3. Irwin in the shotgun. He's going to take off. He's got a couple of blockers ahead of him. It's about 2 yards past the first down marker.
Tries that left side. Number 52, that guy.
Even against that stacked box, they're able to convert a first down there.
Cardinals still with 8 in the box. Irwin again with that speed. Takes off to the left.
Schmuckpepper and Sears on the stop.
I take that back. That was Ty Bartholomew. Ty Bartholomew was their quarterback for the first 5 games of last year.
First down, takes the ball out to about the 36, and Tyler is down on the field.
He's got a lot of speed as well. You just showed it right there.
I think that's Sergio that went down.
I've been asked to remind those of you
went down late there.
Want to grab a bite to eat before you leave the stadium.
We're looking at 1:28 left in the 3rd quarter.
At the concession stand, $2 a
York
slice.
Dukes with the ball
Can't beat that price.
and the lead, 28-0.
Trying to close down for
Players
the
are
night.
getting
Got
their
some
waters.
pizza left over. If you don't like the $2 price, go down there and negotiate a little bit.
I believe that's Sergio
It's getting to be that
down
time
there,
to
and
wrap it up. So,
Yeah, I think you're right.
again, concession
I think they're
stand.
looking at his shoulder. I have Sergio in class, and I know he mentioned to me he's had in the past a shoulder problem, and hope it's not the same one.
Well, and Sergio's that lone returning starter on the defense, and he really anchors that line. So
Yeah,
let's hope it's nothing serious.
yeah,
And
the Cardinals
Again,
This is-
always good to see
definitely
an
don't
injured
wanna
player walk off the field under his own power.
have him miss much time. He's a key player for them.
It's a one night.
so now we're looking at 1st and 10 for the Dukes.
1st and 10 for York. Ball resting at the 36-yard line.
Wouldn't expect many passes here from the Dukes at this point. And it looks like the Crete defense is expecting the same. Irwin under center. Little pitch off to the left.
Bartholomew, the ball carrier.
There's Bartholomew. He likes that left side.
Number 52,
Gets a
brings
quick
him
7.
power football at this time, and a toss, get some guys out in front of them and move the line.
If you look at your roster, Garcia.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Dukes. Irwin's looking like he's going to be in the gun for this. Receiver wide left and right. Lone back behind Irwin. Now he's shifting over to get to his left. Irwin with the keep, he goes to the left. He's got a couple of blockers out there. Good yardage for Irwin. Gets past midfield, and he'll bring up another first down for the York Dukes.
Left side.
He's an impressive looking athlete. And, it'd be fun to see what he does this year. He's going to be tough for people to stop.
Well, once he makes that decision, Tony, he goes and he makes that cut, and he just, as 100%, goes right at it. There's no hesitation with him. He finds the lane and just attacks it.
He just looks like a confident player.
Yeah.
And he's confident in his decisions, and like you said, and once he goes, he goes. And, anytime you can have a quarterback like that, that means you got 10 guys blocking for him. You're not handing the ball off.
Yeah. Looks like York's going to have to call their second time out of the half. That leaves them with one. All right, take that back. That's the end of the third quarter.
After 3 quarters.
Quick quarter.
What's a quick quarter? That's why I was expecting that to be a timeout. I look at the scoreboard, and we're all zeros. So here we go into the fourth quarter. No change in the score. York 28, Crete 0.
It's a good sign. Sergio going and joining his teammates on the field in the huddle there. Putting his helmet back on, so that's good to see.
I think Crete has some new helmets this year, it looks like. They have
You'll have to fill me in on that.
Yeah. Again, this is Tony's first Crete athletic game. He's our new head boys basketball coach, coming from Norfolk High, and then Scotts Bluff, and then there's a town I'm missing, I know.
Raymond Central.
Raymond Central, yeah. So we welcome Tony to Crete. I know everyone's happy to have him. So this is his first Crete Cardinal football game.
I did attend a Crete basketball game at the state tournament back in 2012 when my brother Josh was on the coaching staff.
I worked with Tony's brother Josh, who's now coaching at Papillion, I believe.
You are correct.
Coaching the girls basketball team at Papillion. So here we go. Let's begin the fourth quarter. Irwin under center. Hands off. Chase Cotton right up the middle. Quick gain, 3 yards.
The ball carrier. Stopped on the play by Wooten.
Bring up 2nd and 7.
Chase Cotton, the ball carrier. Pick up,
York obviously just content to keep running the ball and keep that clock moving. I'm sure they'd appreciate fourth quarter being as quick as the third.
Well, and you got to look at that turnover battle, too. You have Crete with a fumble on the ground and interception, and York's done a good job at taking care of that football tonight.
And also the special teams turnover on the kick that wasn't fielded.
See what we got. Looks like a holding the initial call.
Yeah, that's right. So that put it at 3. Looks like we have a hold York after Ty Bartholomew had a good gain on the left side there. But what looks like to could possibly be a holding call.
10-yard.
Maybe some longer down in distance will force York to put the ball in the air. Maybe the Cardinals can make a play that way.
In the Duke territory down to the
It's only a third possession of the half. Got through the third quarter with each team only having the ball really once. York had just started their second drive, and here we are in the fourth.
And they're taking time on this drive, and then Crete took a lot of time off on their drive. They just weren't able to come up with points on it. So the Dukes now sitting at 2nd and 15 after the holding call.
I was really impressed with that Crete drive. It was just unfortunate they couldn't convert, but you saw a lot of good things.
Irwin with the fake, going with that tight end up the middle, right through his hands. Good looking pass from Irwin for Dalton Snodgrass was the intended receiver.
Pretty good coverage there by the Cardinals. They're there with him. The ball was placed where the offensive player could have made a play, but I didn't think the Cardinal coverage was that bad. Another passing down here. See if we can force another incomplete pass, stop that clock, and get the ball back.
You got 3rd and 15. I want to say that might be York's only 3rd pass attempt of the game. Their run game is getting it done, so they've stuck to it. Timeout, York.
Final timeout.
That's their 2nd, so they'll have one left. That one was just the end of that 3rd quarter.
Oh, that's right. Yep. You fooled me. You know, we mentioned they've only thrown the ball 3 times, but in the first half, having 21 rushes for 244. You know, that yards per rush average gives you no reason to throw the ball.
No, it certainly doesn't. But, you know, like we've talked about coming out of half, you know, it's those small things. And I think this Crete team got a good stop on D. They came out, had a great drive on offense, just weren't able to finish. And it's things like that that the coaches are going to look at and say, hey, this is what you guys can do, and this is what we're going to build off of.
Yeah, they have an opportunity to get another stop here, and I'm sure that's was the message at half. Be better in the second half than we were in the first half, and so far they are showing that.
Well, let's see what the Dukes have drawn up here. They got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Irwin has tailback to his right. He steps back. He's looking. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. Scrambles a little bit. Off to his right, getting chased down, gets hit. Ball goes up. That's a complete pass. Receiver had to get down on the ground for that one. Cooper Cook.
Sends a ball downfield.
Cooper Cook was waiting for that. Fell down to the ground with it. Secured the catch.
Cook, his first catch of the night, and it was
Nice pass, nice catch. That's a tough pass by Irwin.
It was.
Out to his right.
29-yard line of Dukes. 1st and 10. Nice grab.
He's had so much time back there. The Crete had great coverage there for a while, but it's tough to cover that long.
All right. Irwin with the option to the left. Makes a late pitch. Right, Callingham. Nice little gain after that pitch. Brings up another Duke first down. 17 yards to go to the end zone.
Sears knocks him up.
Once again, not very far away from getting a stop. Took a great catch by the York receiver to keep their drive alive, but the Cardinals were close. They just need to be able to capitalize there and finish their plays and finish their possessions.
Well, it seems like it does come down. Like I can think of 5, 6 things that happened in this game that were really pivotal to making the score what it is right now. I mean, it's a big completion like that. It's a turnover when you're marching. Hand off to the left here. Ooh, Powell drives his way through to a touchdown for the York Dukes. Chase Cotton, nice run there by Cotton. He put his shoulders down. The tackler was there waiting for him. He just put his shoulders down, went right through him, found his way to the end zone.
He's tough to bring down, especially when he gets going north-south like he was there. Had a head of steam. But going back to your earlier point, those are positives that coaches can look at and point out that we make this play, we make this play. This is a different ballgame.
Thomas Ivy so far is 4 for 4 with extra points. The snap is bobbled just a little bit, but
Ivy with the
doesn't
PA
affect
D's,
Ivy.
5 for
5 for 5 now, which puts our score at 35 to 0. York Dukes on top. Crete Cardinals. Got 9:31 left remaining in our fourth quarter.
Looking for the Cardinals to come out and keep doing what they're doing on the last offensive possession. They had a really good drive going, and this little mistake here or there put them in some longer down distance than they could handle, but eliminate a mistake or two and have put together a nice drive and see if you can punch one in.
Well, let's see what the coaches draw up to. I'm sure they have a few plays in the playbook that they wouldn't mind seeing.
You know, they're going to look at it two ways. They're going to say, hey, let's try this play and see if it's something that we can use going forward, or they might say, we're going to save that one for next week, not put it on film, and let our next opponent see it. So I'm sure those things are going through Coach Neumeyer's head, and maybe there's some plays that he thought they were close on making into big plays that he wants to try again.
Well, the one that comes to mind is I wouldn't be surprised if we see that Crotzel out wide. We have another short kick. Good coverage there by Crete.
Short kickoff by
The reaction of the kicker, I don't think that was an intentional onside kick. I think he just mishit it. There's no reason for them an onside kick here. I don't think that was what they were trying to do. We'll mention we are at that point, that 35-point rule where the clock will run outside of timeouts or injuries.
The ball right there. Good, nice field position at the 45-yard line.
Henry Vicente Perez did a good job on that one. He was ready. He snagged that ball and got to the ground quick. So Cardinals, some good field position here. Schmeckpepper gets the snap, rolling to his left with the option. The pitch out to Crotzel. Nice little gain of 4 yards.
Crotzel with a nice carry, 4 yards. Pick up out to the 49-yard line of the Dukes.
It takes four yards of play to keep a drive going. That's all you need to get.
And really for Crete at this point in the game, if, you know, just one play at a time, let's get a first down. And if they can find themselves getting down close, getting a score, I think that's going to make a big difference in these players' heads.
And they're close. They just convert a little bit. Eliminate mistakes like this, bad snaps or bobbing stuff, because those are tough for them to overcome.
Well, that snap just came out a little low. That makes it tough for the quarterback to handle. But, you know, sometimes you just got to take the loss, too. Like on that, just make sure you secure the ball as the quarterback, take the tackle, and move on to the next play. So now they're sitting at 3rd and 11.
Ball at the Cardinal 44.
I was going to mention before that play, I bet Coach Neumeier is just wanting a clean series where you eliminate those, you eliminate penalties, everything's clean and something you can build on.
Another bobbled snap. Looks like it's recovered by Crete, which would bring up 4th down and long. Punt team's going to be coming out.
Connor Lighting covering that up, I believe.
They retain possession.
Unfortunately, a loss of 14.
The clock's at about just under 7 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Banos back to punt for the Cardinals. York decides to return it. Doesn't get much of a gain on there. Good cover by Crete there.
With the return for the Dukes.
Thomas Ivy on the return there.
Looks like starting to maybe mix in some guys that didn't see much playing time early and give them an opportunity to show the coaches what they can do.
Tell you what, these kids have been out there in this heat past couple of weeks, working hard, practicing. It's good for them to get out there and see the field a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure the coaches want to see them. I want to see what they can do in game action.
The Dukes have brought in a different quarterback, number 11, Ryan Sievers.
New running back as well.
Marshall McCarthy.
And Trent Bush out there as well.
Again, that clock is just continuing to wind down. It's not going to stop unless there's an injury or a timeout. We're sitting about 5 minutes to go. With the pitch to the left. Crete gets it.
Trent Bush get another carry.
Looks like Bush got a couple yards on that one. Good sportsmanship there from the York. Marshall McCarthy helping up Sergio Silveira from Crete. Ken Dirks checks in for halfback.
Some Sergio out, and I know that he wants to be out there, but I know the coach's staff is looking longer term with that substitution since it's already been banged up a little bit.
McCarthy on that carry. He had a good hold there, but Crete defense came quick and closed it up to make it a 4th and 3. I'm guessing we'll see upon here. York still looking for the play.
Looks like they're going to go for it. Crete can take advantage of this. Get a stop, get a short field, and punch one in, and give yourself some momentum going into next week.
Under center with
I think they got
pitch.
the stop.
McCarthy got the pitch. He goes to his right, but from the spot, it looks like he may be about a football length short. We got a first down, Crete Cardinals.
Great eyes. He spotted that from way up here.
Sadly, that skill does me no good. But I appreciate the compliment nonetheless.
Well, I've seen officials call for measurements on ones that are a lot further away from that. And you had that one dead on from up here.
Guess now might be a good time to plug my optometrist. All right, looks like we got a timeout York. That's going to be their final timeout of the game. So that will stop the clock at 2:42 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Crete will start at midfield, 1st and 10.
You're looking for little victories at this point. A little victory here would be get one in the end zone. And I'm sure Coach Newmeyer has talked to him about that, and probably stressing the snap right now. The last drive got derailed with a couple mishandled snaps. So have a clean drive and get one in the end zone and leave the field feeling a little bit better about yourselves.
Well, I know those coaches and players, they all want to get in that end zone before this game is over. So that's what he's preaching to them.
You know, I know there's no such thing as moral victories, but there are little victories within the game, and getting one in the end zone now would be a little victory for this team.
Schmeck Pepper remains the quarterback for Crete.
Is this Kratzel down here? They may be going to take a shot with him.
Yeah.
Running right by this guy again. Looks like
I called it, yeah. This is the 3rd time we've seen this. This time right in his hands. So they're 1 for 3 on this play. Great pass from Schmeck Pepper. Kratzel's on the outside. 2 previous plays, he's been able to get by that defensive back. Schmeck Pepper put the ball right where it needed to be. And this time Kratzel comes up with the catch. Great game. Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 17.
some passes tonight. That was
Clock's just about 2 minutes.
Good to see those two hook up and maybe give them some confidence going into the next game. And
Schmeckeper had 3 running backs behind him in the eye position. And hands up the middle to Krotzel.
if you get Krotz on space or get him out wide, and he's going to give people trouble. He is very athletic, fast, and shifty.
I think that's credit to some of that York defense, too. They did a good job of staying on him because I think they know that they can't let him get out in the open. So when he gets it, they've had guys right on him. This time Schmeckeper fakes to Krotz off the middle, keeps, sees a lane, gets out to the first and goal for the 5. Great run there by Braden Schmeckeper. Good read. Clock still winding down. Minute 10. Cardinals do have 3 timeouts.
Not in a hurry because they just want to make sure they execute. They want to get the right play call and execute it correctly and finish this drive.
Schmeckeper.
Trick snap.
Ooh, and Krotzel, so he hands off to Krotzel, who's lined up on his left. Krotzel finds a lane, kicks it in gear, reaches in, and gets the first Crete Cardinal touchdown of the young season.
Good to see him finish that drive. Krotz will find the end zone. Something to show him on film, and
that's exactly what they needed. Looks like we got a timeout, Crete.
They're going to go for 2. It looks like they're calling Schmeckeper back. And, why not? I don't think it's maybe necessarily as much about the points as about executing another offensive play.
Well, their kicker, Hermes Trujillo, was out there, I think, expecting the kick. Oh, and I think Coach just changed his mind
again. I did see him put up 2 fingers.
And I think I saw a smile on Hermes' face from here. I don't think he was too happy about not getting the chance to test out his leg.
Must have said the right nice words to Coach Newmeyer. Talk me into this one.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is missed.
Point after attempt is
From here, it looked low and to the right.
4 seconds left in your ball game, 35-6.
I think your eyes are spot on again.
Whoa. So here we go, 44 seconds remaining in the game. With the score, York 35, Crete 6. York will be kicking off. I'm sorry, Crete will be kicking off to York. Clock will be, well, actually the clock's going to be stopping now since it's not that 35-point score. So we'll go back to standard scoring and standard time.
See if he can put one deep here and get good coverage and, just find another positive in your special teams game now.
The band has done a great job tonight. This is the first time I've seen where the Crete band is now sitting in the visitor bleachers. Usually they're on the home side, the east side. So they are practicing their social distancing and using that whole bleacher over there. But what's been great is we can hear them just perfectly from this side. So Crete band, like always, doing an excellent job.
Also, a lot of people had to make a lot of decisions to allow these football games to be played and how to space people out and get the maximum amount of people in the stadium. So a lot of planning has gone into this game, and we'll go into the season. And so far, it seems to have gone off very well. just hope we play a whole season. I hope we can continue to have these Friday nights and let the kids go out and showcase their abilities.
Well, and really, Tony, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes to schedule any athletic event, you know, when you have to social distance fans and monitor who's going in and out of the gate. You know, there's just a lot of work that goes into that, and things have gone really well here tonight. Bleachers are marked off, and really been a good night for football.
It is a great night for football, but also the band gets to come out and showcase their abilities. The cheerleaders are here, so for many students to come out and perform at what they do best, it's a lot of positives tonight.
The Dukes brought out their third quarterback of the night, Jaden Kohler. Getting to see some playing time here. Clock's running down. Under 15 seconds now. Looks like that's probably going to be it. Players are shaking hands.
York does not ask for one other play. Looks like they're going to let the time run out.
Well, Tony, really good game. Just glad to have football back.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier, these guys have been practicing hard. I've talked to the coaching staff throughout the season. They're excited about this team. They knew that they're a little experienced, but they're confident in this team, and I think you're going to see this team just get better and better as the weeks go on.
I agree, and I think York's going to be a great team and have an excellent season as well. They got a lot of great players on that team, and they got some good experience. So good game here tonight between Crete and York, and Class B football has officially begun. So thanks for tuning in to Strive this evening. Hope you enjoy the game, and stay safe and enjoy your weekend.